Brooklyn, like, coño, ni puedo decir Brooklyn. Brooklyn Warmi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, pues, now we're gonna start for real. Welcome to Be Latina's virtual pop-up shop, where we talk to extraordinary small business owners about their inspirations, aspirations, and motivations for their business. My name is Gloria Malone, and I'm your host. I am speaking today with the founder of Today I'm speaking to the founder of Brooklyn Warmi. Thank you so much for joining us, Elena.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good.
So I, like most of the businesses on this series, was scrolling through Instagram and saw a friend's story, saw this like beautiful picture of like golden jewelry, and was like, I need to click on this because why not? And that's how I found your business. So can you tell us a little bit the name of your business and what type of merchandise you offer?
Absolutely. So the name of the business is Brooklyn Warmi Designs, and I offer uh jewelry for those of Andean descent, um, here living here in the United States, in the diaspora, trying to really find representation.
Wonderful. And um, is the necklace you're wearing one of your pieces?
Yes. So this is actually from the country of Peru. This is where I'm from, and it's also known. Sorry, can we cut that out?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's totally fine.
So yeah, so this is one of the pieces. It's actually my piece from Peru. And I offer these on my website. And on the message, on the back, there's a little message for you. But yeah.
I love that. And so your jewelry pieces are from Peru, but they really are, speaking to people of Andean descent in Peru and, across the world, including the
Mhm.
United States. Why is it important for you to create jewelry that speaks specifically to the Andean culture?
So I'm an Andean adoptee from Peru. I grew up in New York City with no representation, or maybe it wasn't in my vicinity. And I know there's a lot of us who didn't get to grow up in Peru, who might not be adopted as well, but just didn't get to grow up there, and trying to really find community in representation in a world where we literally just been boxed in together as Spanish, you know?
Yeah, wonderful. When did you first have the idea for your business?
So Brooklyn Academy has been an idea and has gone through many different names. Um, but it came from my birth mother. Uh, she speaks Quechua, and I learned that the word Warmi means woman in Quechua. And, I figured why not merge the two.
Yes.
I've been raised in Brooklyn, but I am definitely a Warmi. So,
Yes, I love that so much. That's so dope. Um, and in addition to necklaces, what other type of jewelries do you all offer?
So we offer earrings. We have hoops that say Quechua Warmi. We have hoops that are coming that will say Aymara, which is another indigenous peoples that live in Peru. I have bracelets, bangles. What else? I think I'm going to be coming out with some arm cuffs sooner or later.
Yes,
So,
Mira, she said, I
yeah,
have everything. She said,
a
what you
little
need? I
bit.
got it. Yes. So you've launched this year in 2021.
Mhm.
And Anto, please don't use that because I just dated this video. So you can take that out, please. Okay. So this is the question we're gonna use. Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about the launch of your business?
So yeah, so the launch of my business was on January 15th, 2021. So we're only a few days out. And I've already sold out of a couple items, and it really
Amazing.
warms my heart. Yes, but it really warms my heart that there are people who understanding the lack of representation we've had and have came to talk to me, and
Mm.
meeting all these beautiful indigenous people is just it's amazing, and I couldn't have asked for anything more. Um, I just really want people to feel seen, you know?
And I think it's really important, as I was looking through your jewelry and the website, as people, like to say the phrase or are talking about how to decolonize, um, decolonize the ways we think, decolonize the ways we identify.
Mhm.
I think it's super important. And one of the reasons I really wanted to speak to you was because, you're doing part of that work of decolonizing how we think about Latino, Latinx, Hispanic, or Spanish, which are all very different things.
Mhm.
The Venn diagram is very different on all of
Yes,
those things.
yes.
And so I think it's beautiful that you are specifically creating jewelry about indigenous people in Peru, right? And like using part of your personal motivations, but really also seeing the lack of representation in jewelry. So I'm super excited and not at all surprised that you sold out of some of your things at launch, which is like I'm assuming every business owner's dream.
Yes, and eventually, once I kind of get the ball rolling, I would like to take some of the profits and donate to different organizations
Mm,
down in Peru or somewhere here. And I also do want to point out that Peru is also not, you know, the name of the country. It is a name given um, by the colonizers. So I don't know if you want to put that in there because I know people get tricky about that, but yeah. So I just wanted to point that out. But I'm definitely here.
what,
That one thing. Sorry.
sorry, what did you, what would, oh, sorry, Anto.
No, no.
Let's like take some of this out, okay?
Mhm.
But um, when I want to go back to you talking about the name of Peru, and if you could share a little bit more of like, it's totally fine to say that's not the original name of the land, which is true.
Mhm.
And if you could let us know what it is, so that viewers can like kind of learn how to replace that word with.
Yeah, absolutely. So the original name would be Tawantisuyu, which means the four regions together. Um, so geez, I don't know how to like explain it in like layman's terms because I can go on a whole story, but yeah, it's basically what we would call it, and I guess that's more of decolonization, decolonizing your mind,
Mm,
and but community is found through the words that we know, and Peru is how I've been able to find a community here in New York City,
yeah,
um, and I big ups to all my Peruvians out there because we are definitely a country that was not spoken about for so long, and that is where the lack of representation came from. So yeah.
so is this your first business that you've launched, or have you had other businesses before?
This is my first business that I've launched. Maybe I've done little things here and there. I started out making shirts over the summer, and then it just really took off. It took off, and I decided to branch out to jewelry because I thought about things that I grew up seeing growing up in the '90s. It was like big hoops, lots of rings, lots of gold, and you know that's that's really why I chose just to have gold jewelry for right now.
I
So.
love that. And so as a new business owner,
Mhm.
what are some of the skills that you found are transferable from other professional things that you've had in the past?
Inventory. Definitely inventory. I am like, I have my list. Oh my God, my cat's right here. Sorry. She never comes up here. But yeah, I have my list. I have my prompts. I have labels. I feel like my old bosses basically.
I love that. And so, do you have any words of inspiration to other Indigenous young women or young people who want to launch a business but are unsure about it?
Go for it. Do it. You'll never know until you try. And um, I was actually crying. I put myself on live crying on my launch day because I was just so amazed by the support of community and understanding that a lot of people have not felt represented in in the diaspora at all. Like there was no representation, and that's really what I created this for, is to have community and for people to reach out to other people and be proud of who we are and stand in it all shades. Yeah, I'm super happy, super excited, and
love that so much. I love that so much. Um, where can people find your small business online?
So you can go to www.brooklynwarmidesigns.com. So that's Brooklyn Warmi, Warmi designs.com.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for the lane of representation that you're creating through your dream, right? Through something that an idea that you had and that you just went for it. So I really appreciate you creating the work that you're creating, making time to chat with me in the midst of this busy we selling out everywhere launch. Love to hear it. And I just really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you so much.